All right. So after months and months and months of fire, of nothing but fire in the lake and fields of fire, finally getting something new to the table, which is
Finally.
fighting
Yep.
formations. This in this case the 29th Infantry Division, blue and gray, and so this is a mod that you created
Yep.
over the last couple of weeks, months. So and
Yeah,
we've
really the last month.
yeah we played a little bit. And so we're familiar with it, but we're gonna go ahead and try scenario one here. So do you want to kind of give a quick tour of the module just so if anybody wants to
Yeah,
go check it
yeah.
out, they
And
can
I would
get
argue we're real beginners in this game.
100%.
Maybe we got the mechanics, but we don't understand how to do some stuff
No.
well. Yeah, no. So both players, it was interesting as we talked about it in the mod, and I talked to actually Kai, and came up on even though at most tables you sit across from each other, decided it was just more efficient to have both players here. So we've basically got the U.S. over on the right, the Germans are over on the left. Pick the scenario, obviously.
Yep.
This is the key order matrix for and it drives a lot of it. You'll see how that works.
Yep.
But ultimately, these cubes land in this order matrix, and we're going to go lots of different tracks.
Yep.
But the mod will basically automate setting all of that up, and will walk us through
Yep.
both orders as well as the end of turn mechanism. The other,
Yep.
I think, key thing there is if you're familiar with Combat Commander, the idea of a fate card that can go back and forth to re-roll and
Yeah.
then determine the winner at the end if there's a draw, is in this game as well. So
Yep.
there'll be a fate card, and then the last thing, I guess, I mean, we've got some player aids down here.
Yep.
Notice the hotkeys. So when we get on the map, hotkeys to check and clear line of sight, hide units if you need to see stuff, place spotting rounds, all that kind of stuff's automated.
Yeah, and really
Um,
crucially, I'll note for people, you're not joking when you say numpad.
no, no,
The
it is
tabletop,
truly the numpad.
yeah, the tabletop API does not really work with the keyboard as hotkeys, but if you use the numpad, these hotkeys will work, and we'll kind of show you. You'll see us using them as time goes on. But the check and clear line of sight and hide units are ones that we use like really frequently.
And I will point out that TTS does have a way, I think it's in configuration. Yeah,
Yeah,
configuration and then interface, or no, controls, that you can set other keys to that, right?
right.
Right now, they're they're the scripting buttons, keypad 1 through 0. Um, but you can do other ones because I've had to do that I have a laptop without a
Numpad.
numpad.
Yeah,
So I've basically mapped to some other keys those items.
got it.
So you can do that in Tabletop
Got it.
Simulator.
But we did.
The other key thing I'll just point out, and you'll probably see this, is we have hidden zones. There is the concept in fighting formations of hidden units. When you're playing at a table with people, you basically hide your units under these larger hiding markers. Um, the way the mod works, and these things are what are known as sighting markers. So you'll notice here that
Yep.
it's a sighting. And if we look here at like some of these, flip them over, they're all the same.
Yeah.
So all of these
They'll see
things,
how these work
yeah.
when we
But
start playing.
all that gets automated and set up. So the very first thing, I'm just going to click on. Oh, I guess the only other thing I'll point out is the die rolling. One interesting thing in Fields of Formation is the die roll modifiers are switching the type of die you roll as
Yeah.
opposed to die roll modifiers, right? So you always start with a D10, usually 2D10 you're rolling, but then you can get positive and negative modifiers
Yep.
to
Well, we'll
end
show
up
that.
rolling.
We'll show that as we start playing.
Yeah.
I think the one thing maybe worth showing people is because you're going to set all this up, but the thing is, I'm not going to be able to see it. And if I
Yep.
like blindfold myself, it'll cut it off on the video. So maybe talk about you're going to be putting these in your German hidden zone, but you basically you'll take one of these and you'll put units on top of it or underneath it.
Well, if you were playing at a table, you'd put them underneath so nobody can see
But for
what's
the
there.
mod, but for the mod,
But for the mod, you just put it on top. I've got these
right?
locked.
And then this will go on the board, and then
That goes on the map.
when I actually discover what's in there, you'll be able to sort of like pull the units automatically from hiding to here. So
Correct.
That's just
There's even a mechanism, and Kai recommended this of, hey, once we start the scenario, we're locking those units. They're
right,
they're
right, right.
they're locked, and there's a notification if they get unlocked by a
Yep,
player.
yep.
Just
That's for people out there who don't have people to play with that they trust.
yes, there's so many.
That's luckily you and I don't have that problem. I trust you. All right. So I'm
Thank
gonna go
God.
ahead and click setup scenario one, right?
Yep,
And
yep,
it'll basically lay it out on the board for us. Um, so the map gets placed. We get dealt some cards. Over here are my units. Oops, that came with me. Over here, down here, got placed my units that I need to place. Over here, got your units that you need to place. I'm going to talk about this real quick. So one of the key mechanics which you'll see in the game is you roll dice and these cubes get placed on one of these places. Like if you roll a 10, they get placed in the 10. If you roll a 1, they get placed in the 1. There's 3 options for doing this. There's fast seeding, in which case you're just going to run RNG and it's going to happen.
yep,
It'll happen really quickly. There's roll, in which case it'll automatically roll all 10 and you'll see the die roll, but it takes quite a bit longer. But in a case where if you're playing with someone and you're trying to build drama, you might want to do that. Then there's manual seeding where you just do it yourself. You roll the die, you place the cubes, and you click that when you're done. We'll probably be using fast seeding mostly, but I think maybe the first time we'll use roll seeding so people can kind of see the concept and how it works.
yep.
So is that what we do? But we do that before we actually set up units, right?
Correct. One of the things on the start of the scenario is, in fact, you'll see when you pick one of those, and I think it'll go where we do our units, but you do get a chance to see what the seating is before we place units.
Right. So I'm going to hit roll seeding, and what you'll see is this die will roll, and then cubes will move to the spot that matches that die roll. Right. So that's a
Yep.
7. So that goes to 7, 1. That one was a 3. And for those who don't know, like the number for that tabletop rolls is generated. So even if the die hasn't stopped moving, the system already knows what number it's going to land on. So if it looks like the cube's moving before the die is finished, it's still completely randomized. So that's it. So that's a pretty even distribution. That's kind of a very not clustered distribution.
It
All right.
is.
So then I'm going to place my units first, or you place your units first?
We're going to use events, right?
Oh,
So we'll
sorry,
go
we're
up
going
here.
to use events.
That's an optional rule, but it kind of adds some variety.
We're going to use events. And then
So then actually you can look over here in the scenario booklet. It'll kind of tell us the order, but so we got the command markers, and then the next thing that happens is Company A US sets up in one of those road hexes.
I will point out to people, this will come up, but this concealed AT gun sucks. Basically, at any point when I'm moving, you can put an 88 on the board and basically get. I mean, it essentially is almost like it's just like an auto kill, especially in that first.
It is, but I think we figured something out pretty.
Well,
important.
no, I get that, but like it's like I mean, as it was historically, it's just like one of the most.
It's a powerful weapon,
devastating weapons. Amazing. So facing matters, right? So if I'm setting up my tank,
it does for rectangular units.
Yeah, sorry, good point for rectangular. So I'm facing this way. You can see that right there, right?
Correct.
I just want to double check. I want to remind myself where I can set up. I can set up to R8.
It's basically M8 all the way through R8 on the road.
Got it. So I think actually I'm gonna do this. Because basically, like, these tanks are going to get, like, kind of...
And I assume you want him going...
Oh, yeah, thank you.
West,
sorry.
not running off the map?
Yeah. I want him going that way. Thank you.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
And by the way, just for players...
honest opponents. Honest people to play with.
The circle on those units means it has a turret.
This little dot here.
Yes. Actually, if you look here at my 88, which I'll bring over, it has a rectangle or a triangle, I mean.
Yeah.
So it basically, like if it's facing and it's going to fire at somebody, it has to, if behind it, it has to move.
Right.
and
Mine,
change its
yeah,
facing.
mine are better able to change their facing.
Exactly.
So I think we're gonna
I feel like I
and
have
there
forgotten all the lessons.
and there is
Oops.
no stacking limit, correct?
Unless you are in, um, now I'm trying to remember. There is a stacking limit when you are in like a vehicle or gun in these building hexes. They have to be in column,
Okay. Oh,
and
right.
that's a limit of 3, basically a platoon.
Right.
You might want to actually show that where the dots.
Right. Well, yeah. So these things with 3 dots are a platoon, and we'll show. I'm sure at some point, very soon in the game, we'll show you they can break down into squads. Okay. I'm gonna do that to start with. No, actually, I'm fine with what I had. What am I doing? Okay, I'm done. I'm set up. So you're
All right.
basically setting up inside of here. And so you're going to basically you'll be putting all your units on top of these hidden things, and then the hidden things will go on the board. And so
Correct.
I won't
I mean,
know.
I can put units not on hidden things.
Right. And I think you have historically put a few units on the map,
Yep.
but then yeah, what a lot of what will appear on the map are going to be hidden markers. And those hidden markers I'll have to discover what they are, and we'll sort of see how that happens. So I'm going to pause for a second until you're done.
Okay.
All right. So I'll repeat what you just said, and I'll say this about me too. I don't know if that's a good setup or a bad setup, but it is what it is. We're still
Yep.
very much learning this. Okay.
So we
So
can hit the units ready.
I'll just say, like, just so everybody knows. So most of these are sightings, so I need to find out what's there. This one is an actual unit. Your point being the fact that I'm next to it would have been revealed anyway. There's very little point in that being hidden.
I
So
mean, I
we
would have had
hit,
to reveal it before we even started.
yeah, so we
So
hit units ready. And then, so 14 hidden units locked in place. And then I take the first order, right?
correct, and it's based on the initiative. So
Yeah,
this is a real key part of this game. Is
yeah,
this is going to seesaw back and
yeah.
forth
And so
based on
what you do is I'm going to choose a cube that I'm going to take, and then you put it on an order that you want. You spend that many initiative points, and then you place it anywhere over here that is either level with or below that order cube, and that's the order that you're going to do, right?
Yep, correct.
So in as a
And
very
then
simple example, and I can keep going until it crosses over to here. I can keep going as long as I want until it crosses over to there.
correct. And the other key thing here is you also, as most of these, other than asset, quite honestly, you have to activate your units.
Yeah.
And these command markers that are up here on this track represent
Yeah,
those. And they,
I'll
so,
show that in. So
yep,
the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one cube and I'm going to play an asset card, up to one asset card. So because I'm going to need to be able to cite things for this, I'm going to put my command marker here, and I'll kind of show off that you can hit show command and it'll show everything in highlighted in blue is within the command radius of that command marker, right?
correct.
So all my units are within range of that guy. And
And
then,
the other key thing of that is blue means it's at 0. It's mission command, meaning it's 0 cost to activate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So then,
I think everything that's 0, I think it's blue anytime it's at 0, by the way.
okay.
And then,
Yeah. So I'm going to
yep,
play this asset card. So
yep,
air superiority is already on the U.S. side. Okay, it's right
yep,
there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conduct 2 aircraft barrages, and we'll kind of step through how these work. But the first thing is I have to basically pick a hex where it goes. And I
yep,
will note, just for people watching, so um, I have these in my hand because they're set up. But me for the fighter bombers, I have to be able to see the hex from my command marker. from for artillery, what they say is that there are like Cessnas flying around, so I don't have to be able to see it from my command marker.
The U.S. had
The
Piper
U.S.
Cubs.
Yeah.
With the Germans did not.
Yeah. So
So I have to be able to
so
see.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show this off really quickly. But so this is like the line of sight. So I gonna turn the units off, and basically it's pretty easy. But I can see from that hex to that hex. So it drew that line there. So,
Yep.
so I'll clear that. So basically, I'm gonna place, and I could just place two of them here, can't I? Can I place them both on
You
the
can do
same
two,
hex?
or you can do one at a time, whichever way you
I'm
want
gonna
to do
do
it.
one at a time. I'm gonna start by putting one there. Now, key concept in this game is the concept of accuracy drift. So I'm gonna now roll a d20, and it's gonna move basically wherever this says. Sometimes there's modifiers to that. For this, there isn't. So I'm going to
Yep.
roll 1d20.
You don't even have to do that, David. If you just clicked on the spotting round.
I'll do that for the next one. Actually, you know what? We're going to ignore that roll, and I'm just going to click on the spotting round because it's not going to move it. So I'm going to do an accuracy check here, and it's going to roll the die, and I got a 16, and basically a 16, if you see, is like right there. So it actually moved that number of hexes. So with aircraft, I get to choose from among the places that are equidistant from that spotting round. I get to choose which one to attack. Correct?
Yep.
So
Correct.
if it had landed here, sorry, that's the wrong place. If it had landed here, I could have chosen to attack your veteran. If, however, it had landed here, I would have had to choose one of these two to attack.
Correct.
So I'm going to choose to attack this. So I'll go over here to where this is like the artillery table. So I've got a fighter bomber. You've got an item with 14 morale.
13 morale.
Sorry, with 13 morale, which gives us a target number of 14.
Yep.
Now you also get some bonus because you're in the building, right?
Yeah. So basically, the target, I think it's 4 in a building, is the cover. Building cover is 4.
So my
So
target
I'm
is
up to an
actually 18. So what that means is on 2d20, I have to roll an 18 or better.
Yep.
And a really key concept in this game is the last die wins the tie. So if you're ever rolling, if ever you're rolling against each other, which happens a lot, the person who rolls last wins ties. But in this case, I'm the only one rolling, so I just need an 18 or better on 2d10.
Yep.
So I definitely got 18 or better. So that is a hit, which means that
on a sighting marker, we just flip it.
So you're going to flip the sighting marker, and it's a false sighting. Wow. That's ballsy. Interesting. All right.
You get another barrage, so that guy is now done.
You can do I just delete him?
You can just delete it, yep.
Interesting. Well, I think, what number are spotting rounds? 4, 5, 4? I think we're going to place
4, yes.
one. Please. See, I just hit the keypad, not the numpad.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to place
You'll do
one.
it a lot.
I'm going to place one there.
Yep.
And now I'm going
accuracy check.
Right click and do an accuracy check. So I rolled a 14, so it moved there. So I can attack either of these two guys because they're the closest. So we'll attack that guy, which we know it's going to be an 18 because it's
going to be the exact same thing.
Same thing. He's in a building.
2d20.
2d20. So that's a miss because that's only a 14.
14, yep.
So I can delete that. But now I continue to move because I still have the initiative.
Correct. We hit the right mouse button on your card. We can say discard the asset too, by the way. And it'll send it to the discard pile.
Cool. I love it. The less I have to think, the better. Okay. So then I'm going to take this 5 cube and I'm going to choose advance. So I move that 5. So you're going to get the next turn. But I'm going to choose to advance. So And I'm choosing advance because the only way I can move into a hex with your guys is by advancing. I can't move to do
Correct.
that. So, and when I advance, and when you advance, you can only move one hex, but you don't trigger reaction fire. Or,
Correct. And you have to activate the units you're doing
oh, sorry, right,
before you do
sorry.
anything.
Well,
Now there's zero cost.
I'm gonna activate everybody because I might as well, right?
Yep.
And your 88 can't be triggered by an advance. It can't be triggered by an advance. Your place
Correct.
code.
I think in the rules it says
Move only.
assault or move.
Yep. Okay. So I am gonna move this green guy here, this green guy here, this machine gun here, and this rifle guy here. I'm gonna move this guy to here. And I'm going to move this guy to here. And when you move, you can also turn one hex before or
Correct.
after, right?
Correct. You can also, I mean, this is an advance, so you only get one.
Right. If I had
But
more movement points, I can also spend a point to rotate.
correct.
You can even spend a
Correct.
point to move backwards with a tracked vehicle. Right?
Yep. And all
Or,
those get
oh,
turned over. Whoa.
shoot. You should put no oh, you can't put no delete.
No,
on
you need to
those.
be able to delete them.
Yeah, sorry. You should not be stupid like me. Okay, so I was trying to flip it and I hit delete by mistake.
Yep.
All right, so then it's over to you to choose what you want to do.
So end order, if we hit end order, which we in theory
right.
should have done,
It moves those cubes over there.
It'll move the cubes over there.
So now you get to choose what you want to do. And your set of orders is slightly, they are asymmetrical. Like
They
I
are.
rally on a 3, you move on a 3, for example. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh no,
But
never mind, never mind. Sorry, I thought I'd forgotten to turn recording back on, but I've so now I've just sworn on the video for no good reason.
for no good reason whatsoever.
That's okay. Sorry to everyone out there with delicate ears. But truthfully, I swear like a sailor in real life. I've already got you thinking this much? Wow. Oh, sorry, that's not your barrage, that's your commander. I was like, why are you placing your barrage marker on your
Yeah.
own guy?
Yes, I need to be able to see to place it.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I add 6 to this accuracy die.
Yep.
Which I think people saw when you selected +6 was an option.
Yep.
So I'm going to pick accuracy +6.
I have the fate card, so you can't pick any. Well, you put it right down where you wanted it, so that's good.
Direct hit. All right.
So I'm going to be
basically it's attacking all the hexes from L7 and all around. So
is that right?
Yep, a barrage does.
A barrage does. Okay.
Doesn't it?
Might. I'm not that
Artillery
good.
barrage.
I'm not that good with the rules. I think you're right.
Artillery barrage will attack all pieces in the hex matching as well as those 6 adjacent hexes.
All right. Well, this could be bad. This
Could
includes your veteran.
Includes my guy. He is not immune. So we'll start with the machine gun. So that is a medium barrage that I have.
Yeah.
Medium barrage, and you are a 12.
So
that's 15.
19,
so 19.
19. Yep. Well, that definitely going to be a hit. So I'm going to pull a hit marker. This is what happens when you get hits. You pull a hit marker. So basically, he needs what that tells us is he can't fire, and he needs to roll a 10 to rally.
Correct.
And if he takes another hit, he's going to lose a step.
Yep.
All right. So the next two are 11s instead. So They're
11,
16s.
so 12,
16s.
so 16. So we'll
Left to right.
do,
Left to right.
yeah, left to right. All right.
Okay.
All right. So we got that guy. Now that's a rough one. Let's do this.
This is the
And
same
then,
thing.
all right.
Now watch, you're going to roll really low when you do
Now's
your
when
own
I need
die.
to roll low.
This is when you're going to roll really low.
So I need, mine is a 12. So that's going to be the one that you had earlier. It's a 19, right?
Yep.
Roll low.
Not
Oh,
quite.
so close. Okay. And then that guy is
Same thing.
basically it.
Same
No,
thing.
because he's in a building. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's in a building. Well, he's safe.
He did not get hit. Yep. That's
No.
what I needed to roll for my guy.
All right, well that was no good.
Right.
Did you move
I
this
did
though?
not. So I basically pulled one of the moves. So
Okay. Yeah. Something worth trying to remember.
I
All
need to
right.
remember that though, because you can forget.
So and then rally. Remind me, do I lose a die because I'm in a space with you rallying?
Rally up here in the actual rally, it tells you minus 2 dice in a melee hex.
Okay, so but I'll plus 1 because I'm in cover. So it'll be
Correct.
-1. I'm going to discard that for you.
Thank you.
You can delete this too. Well, I think I have to rally. I don't think I have a choice here. So this guy is rolling 2d12, right? Because he's in a building.
He
Plus
is
1.
rolling 2d10, but he is in cover, so he's up to a 2d12.
So he's got to get a 10 or better.
Which that is.
So what you
he's
do
okay.
is basically you just get rid of the hit marker.
Yep.
This
So he's
guy's
no
going to
longer,
be
he can take another hit.
This guy's going to be a little harder. He's only 2d8.
Yep. Needs a 12.
That'll do it though.
But he got it.
This guy is also 2d8, but he only needs a 10. One of these has to fail. Okay, Ty wins, right? Oh, sorry, that was your guy. I'm thinking it should be this guy. He only needs a 6.
Yeah, so he
Sorry,
passed.
I was rallying your guy by mistake.
I like it. Feel free.
So he passes. So then I end order and it's back over to you.
Yep.
That was pretty fortunate.
So 4. Play another asset card, and I'll play that to flip your marker. So this is a command and control, can flip any marker.
Oh.
So this was just basically flipped to the tactical side, which happens automatically at the end of a turn, but I can force it. And now all your units cost 1 to activate.
Yep. And so presuming I don't put the other one on the map, we'll kind of see how that works in a second. See, now it starts to get expensive.
Yes.
Now it's
like if you want to fire, you got to spend at least 6 just to fire.
Expensive. Yeah. The thing is, I'll just talking this out loud though, there is a certain urgency to doing it this turn, because if you do it when you've already got a hit marker, that's how you inflict losses. If I give you another turn and you rally, then you I got to put a hit marker on you before, right?
Right.
So there's a certain urgency to this. So I am gonna choose a fire action here. So I'm moving it 6, but now I'm going to have to spend some orders unless I want to plunk my other command marker down. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend 2 more to activate these 2 guys. I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet here on this melee. So we'll get a chance to show how melee works, right?
Good, because I don't remember.
Me neither. So let's see. I think it's right here. So I select one of my units. Oh, you select one of your units to be the sole target of the attack. We don't really need to do that. You only have 1 unit.
But it is per unit that you're attacking with.
Yes. So then using my nationality's melee table, I look at the name of the firing unit on the left side, targeted unit on the top. So I've got.
So I think you're over here.
I've got green, and you are a veteran. So my target number is 11.
Yep.
Begin with 2d10. I get +1 because it's a platoon.
Yep. Those are the 3 dots.
Yep. So I'm going to be rolling.
And that's it.
I'm going to be rolling 2d12. If
Yep.
either die is less than or equal to hindrance, which in this case it's a building, right? So hindrance is.
I don't think there is any hindrance.
So it's 1.
There's always a 1 minimum.
1. The attack. Okay, so if it's if either of the dice is a 1, I miss. Otherwise, if it's less than the roll, it misses. If it's greater than or equal, it's a hit. So basically, 2d12, I'm trying to roll an 11. Is that right?
Yep. Okay. And not have it be a 10 and a 1.
Correct. So this is for, I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter. This is for the unit on the left.
Why does it matter?
Because you have opportunity fire back, right?
Oh, no, because he's suppressed.
Oh, that's true. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, well, I take that back.
Actually, see, yeah, you are going to get a chance to fire. So you basically, I'll show you right-clicked and replace 2 squads. Well, they can't see your right-click menu. And so what it did is basically it eliminated a step, broke it down into 2 squads, which now have only 1 step. It has that little 1 dot in the top. The suppress marker stays on one of them, but the other one can actually opportunity fire back here.
Correct.
So you are targeting green with a veteran.
I'm a veteran against green, so I need an 11, but I'm doing it on a D10.
You're doing it on a D10 because you're not a platoon. You're a squad. But oh no, you needed an 11, right?
I needed an 11. Yep.
All right, so now this time, you're spent.
3 was less than my.
Yeah, let me talk about this real quick. So if you see that middle number in the diamond, that if any of the die is that number or lower when you're doing opportunity fire, the unit gets spent, and that means they can't fire anymore until the end of the order, right?
Yes, and actually, I don't think it really matters, but when you're returning fire, it's called reaction fire.
Sorry, okay, reaction fire.
Opportunity is when they're moving.
Okay.
Reaction is reaction, and everything else is the same.
Okay, so you're gonna place a spent marker on him. So what that means is on my next attack, you can't fire back.
Correct.
So I'm gonna pick this guy, and you get to choose which guy I'm attacking. I think you'll probably take the guy who doesn't have a hit, right?
Yep.
And I think I'm still the same thing because it's
you're over here.
Over here, yeah. So you're still a veteran. I'm still green, so it's an 11, but I get to roll D12 because I'm still a squad.
Yep.
So that's a miss. Because I rolled a 1, it's a miss.
Yep.
But you can't.
And I can't return fire this time.
No. So that is the end of my order.
Yep. So click end order, and my spent will go away.
Boom. So spent goes away, and the cubes reset. All right, back to you. I still feel like I'm going too slow, but I don't know. I just confession time. I think I'm going to get smoked here because I don't know how to go fast enough to get all the way here, and I have to take all of these things. I have to control all 5 objectives, and I just don't know how to go fast enough to do that. I'm like not.
I'm taking division support. I'm going to draw 3 assets.
All right.
Back to you.
All right. I think I'm going to take this and do regiment support. And I'm going to draw 3 assets. Back to you.
I'm going to try to rally. So that's 8. And I will attempt to rally him.
So he's a 2d8 because he's in cover, but he's in melee.
Yep. And he needs to roll a 10.
And he does.
All right.
Well, this is interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Oh.
What's interesting?
Okay. I actually had never seen this before. That's actually okay. That's kind of cool.
What had you never seen out of curiosity?
So assault, I can move and fire.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever
Yes,
used
you move at half speed.
I don't. Okay, that's good to know. I don't think I've ever
Printed
seen.
speed is, if you look over here at the assault, printed speed is half, and you spend a movement point to fire once.
Got it.
And you do get a -1d on it.
Like -1d if direct fire, but that wouldn't be in melee.
That's a good point. I don't think that is direct fire by definition. Yep, direct fire is over here, melee is over here.
The only
but I don't know if
only problem is that that's going to be like wickedly expensive because I gotta activate all these cats, you know.
I know.
Let me ask you one more question. If I do this, can I move infantry into melee? Because it's like lower than this, or only vehicle? You know what I'm asking? Like it says, I know I need to do this to move vehicles into melee, but as part of that, can infantry move into?
No, you either pick an advance, in which case infantry can move into a melee, or you do an assault, in which case vehicles can move into a melee.
Gotcha. Okay.
You get one order.
Well, I think I'm between battalion support and assets.
Hey, what I'm going to do just to make, I'm spending 7 for you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and play an asset.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Oh, wait, is that... No, that's a mortar battery. I didn't want to do that. Sorry. You now know that I have a mortar battery. I'm going to play medium battery.
Yep.
So now I don't need to be able to see this hex to do this.
You do not need to be able to see it because you have those Piper cubs.
Yeah. So, but I only get to place 1, unlike the...
Correct.
Artillery barrage. So let's put it right there and see what happens.
Drift 1 to the northwest.
Wait, what?
I want it to drift to here.
Oh. Okay, you'll still get this guy, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
barrage.
You're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's an accuracy check +6. I'm not going to give you the fake card. 14. So just
Direct hit.
direct hit. All right.
So,
Well, so you have a 13 morale. I have a medium battery, so I need a 21. No, 22 because you're in a building,
yep,
right?
yep.
22. Come on, I just want to see what's in there. That'll do it.
Me too. I don't remember.
So there's your MG42. Oh, I should note, just so where it says 17 in a white box, that's like versus infantry, or technically versus things
That's
whose
my attack value against
things that are in white.
infantry
Yeah. And
in
the
white.
8 is the range. Now that's the range. That's its kind of normal range. It can fire more than that, but it starts losing dice.
Yes, correct.
The artillery or
Here you got
the
black and
tanks have
white.
black and white, but because their defense is in black, things that are firing white can't really affect them, right?
Yep.
Now, mind you, you still haven't placed your 88 on the board, which definitely can affect things with black. All right, so that's the end of the turn.
It's the end of the turn.
So I'm going to click end of turn.
Yep.
We'll go through the end of the turn, and then we'll stop this video and start a new one if you've still got some
Sounds
time.
good.
All right, so we're going to begin the end of turn sequence. So we drew an event. Snapshot. What the heck is that?
I believe that is going to be in the rule book. Think end of the rule
Could have
book.
looked at the
Oh
table of
no, it's going to be
contents.
in the playbook for.
Yeah, it was one page. I saw it. You passed it.
I think I
Oh,
just got it.
snapshot. The player
Snapshot's right
with
here, right?
initiative may spend 1 initiative to activate 1 unit for an immediate fire order. The opponent may conduct return fire if appropriate. That's interesting.
It is. I think my only guys are here.
Yes, unless you want to reveal someone.
Unless I want to reveal somebody. Player with an may spend 1 initiative.
Because this guy is not going to be able to see because he's going to be going through those buildings.
Why not?
All right.
He's going to do a fire order. He'll just attack one of the greens.
So I'm going to spend
So,
1 initiative.
yep.
All right. So you're doing a melee versus that guy.
Can I say that? Hold on a second. No, I'm not going to do it, David. I'm going to skip it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that you would have done it. All right. Event done.
Yep.
So
Now,
now there's a
yep.
sniper phase. So sniper phase, essentially, you roll a die. If it's less than or equal to the number of command markers I have on the map, then I forget what happens. We'll talk about it if it happens. What does happen? I either flip one,
Let's look it up.
I
But
flip one,
I
or I
think I
move
either
this
can.
down by 1.
I think I can either eliminate one of these or I can move that down. I think are the choices.
I think it was flipping.
I think.
Maybe it's eliminated. Is it eliminated? Sniper.
Looking for sniper. Does it say what, if you look up here, does it give a reference, a rule reference?
No, it didn't give anything helpful. Conduct sniper activity. That's all it said.
Undeath. Sniper activity. Player side sniper, roll a d10. If it's greater than the count, but
Yep.
if it's less than or equal to, either eliminate or lower the radius.
The result is greater than they can either eliminate your command marker. Oh, I choose. Not you. I choose.
Ah, we did that wrong previously.
Yes. So you're going to be targeting this guy, I guess, right?
Yeah,
okay. You rolled a 6, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think I get to target, do I?
Well, somewhere in there, I think, because it's
no, I think I just roll. Oh, it does say selects one of them.
The chosen.
You either choose to eliminate. So if I choose that one, you either choose to eliminate.
Yeah, you do select. You do target one of them.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, you missed.
I did miss.
So now I get reinforcements. I don't know why the fate card picked
Yep,
itself
that's
up
in the
and put
scenario
itself down.
rules.
And we move, and the turn moves. This marks that there's reinforcements. We'll talk about sudden death when we get there, but we'll
Excuse
come
me.
back in a second and we'll do turn two. Yeah.
Yep. Did you want to place your reinforcements? Or are you going to do that with off